Hi everybody, I'm Ryan, and it's the end of 2024, but more importantly, the start of a new year, 2025. And I just wanted to make a video, and something I want to be a trend on this channel is I want to reflect on this previous year, because it was a really big year for me. I'm going to focus mostly on magic stuff and maybe content stuff, because those are the things you might care about if you're watching this video. I'm going to talk about my successes, talk about my failures, and my goals for 2025. And I won't keep you guys long, but I think it's important to share these things. Maybe it can motivate one of you and motivate myself to do better. As far as successes this previous year, I qualified for every regional championship. One, I cut it close in Colorado. I had to LCQ, but I still did it. Did it with 5-color creativity, which is not good in that tournament. So it was kind of crazy. I won an LCQ. I reestablished my YouTube channel, which is what you're probably watching on right now, unless you're watching on shorts somewhere on another website. Maybe the biggest thing is content creation became my job. And I've talked about this before, so I'm not going to be long-winded about it. But basically, I make advertisements for companies to be posted onto TikTok, which has given me time to focus more on this, like the traditional content, the thing I really, really want to do, and has given me time to build it up. I started a TCG player store, which I'm still building, so it could eventually have good income. I focus a lot more on limited, and I consider myself a pretty good drafter now. I focus more on doing my arena dailies, so I don't have to pay whenever qualifier weekend rolls around. I don't have to like buy cards and whatever. And maybe the coolest success is when I've gone to these regional championships, I've had quite a few people approach me and tell me that their content has helped them be better Magic players or got them to the tournament or whatever. And that is just the coolest thing ever, even if I'm still a very small creator in a traditional sense on YouTube. As far as Magic failures and content failures, I guess, I've had a bunch of highs and lows on Magic Online. I won a few challenges or whatever, but I had no real competitive success. To be fair, Magic Online is probably the hardest place to have competitive success, but it was really disheartening, like really not making any sort of run in any tournament that I was grinding on Magic Online to qualify for. And that like really sucked. Similarly, I had no competitive success on Arena. I day 2'd 0 qualifier weekends this year, which is insane. To be fair, I didn't play that many because I prioritize RCQs over qualifier weekends, but it's still really frustrating. And even though I've been focusing on the Magic side of content, especially over the course of the past 6 months or so, I haven't really made it super successful. It's something I really hope to change. And I mentioned the Colorado Regional Championship as well, and maybe the biggest rough part about the year is that trip was pretty traumatic for me. I brought my wife and we got a B&B just for ourselves. It was a little expensive and we're going to make a little vacation out of it. And she got sick on the trip and was hospitalized. And I had to get, at the time I was not a full-time content creator, so I had to like leave on the plane and get back to work because I didn't have enough sick days and we couldn't afford me taking unpaid time off and whatever. And frankly, now walking into an airport is a little traumatic for me because that trip home all alone was a lot. Leaving my wife in Colorado in a hospital. Traveling is hard now. And just because of that one traumatic experience, it sucked. But the new year is here, and here are my goals for 2025. First off, I want to expand Magic content by posting more, and I want to try really hard to be more responsive to what people want, because very often I kind of get in my own zone and don't realize that people don't care about Pioneer because it's not competitive anymore, and this is the competitive channel. I also want to try to focus on the editing and filming of awesome travel vlogs for the RCs, not just like a clip here or there and then me recapping. That's very important to me, to not only to document selfishly, but also because it's some of my favorite content to watch, and I want to make it. I also want to focus more on the TCG player store and diversify my income, because TikTok being the source of a lot of political things and controversy and possibility of it being banned is very scary to me. And I want to make sure I diversify my income off of it, especially since content is going really slow outside of TikTok. I want to become better at testing and prepping for events. And I want to have at least one good finish on Arena, on Magic Online, or at a regional championship. In order to do that, I would like to continue qualifying for the RCs. Those are my goals. Those are my successes. Those are my failures. What are yours? Let me know in the comments. Happy 2025. I'll see you next time.